Have you ever had a brilliant story idea pop into your head, but then you think, I could never actually make that? Well, what if I told you that you could turn a simple script into a full-blown video without ever touching a camera? Today, we're diving into the AI shortcut that lets you go from a single line of text to a finished animated story. Let's do this.
So, the big question is, can you really turn any idea into a video in just a few minutes? Is that for real? The answer is, yeah, pretty much. The tools are here, they're accessible, and I'm going to walk you through the exact 5 steps to make it happen right now.
So here's our game plan. It's a super simple 5-step process. First, we'll get our AI-powered script. Then, we'll break that script down into scenes. After that, the fun part, generating the AI visuals. Then we'll add the voice and music to bring it to life, and finally, a quick polish and export. So, let's jump right into step 1.
All right, section 1. Look, every great video starts with a great script, right? But here's the twist. You don't even have to write it yourself. This is where AI becomes your creative co-pilot, building out an entire story from just one little spark of an idea.
It all starts with a prompt, a simple instruction. For this little project, we're going to go with, write a story about Superman finding red kryptonite that makes him enraged. That's it. That one sentence is literally the launchpad for this entire video.
So what you do is you fire up a tool like ChatGPT or Gemini, feed it your prompt, and just let it cook. It'll spit out a whole story for you. And don't worry about making it look pretty. The most important thing here is to just copy the entire block of text because the next tool we use is going to do all the heavy lifting for us.
Okay, so now we have this big wall of text. What do we do with it? Well, we need to turn it into a blueprint for our video. This means breaking that story down into individual scenes. And for that, we're going to use a tool called CapCut, which, you guessed it, does this for us automatically. Once you're inside the app, you're going to look for the new AI video option. You click that, a window pops up, and you just paste in that entire story we generated. No editing, no fuss, just paste the whole thing right in there. And this is where the first real piece of AI magic kicks in. It's called auto-splitting. Instead of you having to go through and manually chop up the story into different shots, the AI just reads the whole thing and does it for you. It creates a perfectly structured scene list from that raw text. I mean, what a time saver. Okay, now we get to the really cool part. We've got our script, we've got our scenes all laid out. Now it's time to actually make the pictures. We're going to bring this thing to life. This is the creative heart of the whole process. Now, the way this works is built for speed. You hop into the media section, tell it you want to generate AI media. And here's the clever bit. You pick one single visual theme. For our Superman story, US Comic is perfect, and you apply it to the entire project in one click. This makes sure your whole video has a consistent, cohesive style from beginning to end.
Now listen up, because this is important. What the AI generates automatically is going to be good. It'll be fine, but if you want to make something great, you have to step in and take manual control. This is honestly the single most important tip I can give you for this whole thing.
So here's the difference, right? If you just let it run on autopilot, the AI is just looking at the script text, and the images can be, well, a little generic. But if you jump in and manually edit the prompt for each scene, you can add details about the camera angle, the lighting, what Superman's face looks like. That is how you go from a basic slideshow to a really compelling visual story.
A silent film isn't going to cut it, right? A video needs sound to feel complete. So now we're going to talk audio, getting a great voiceover and finding the perfect music to set the mood.
When it comes to narration, you've basically got 2 options. You can record your own voice, which is awesome because it adds a personal touch, perfect for these kinds of explainers or for your own stories. Or you can use one of the preset AI voices. They sound amazing and they're super fast and consistent, which is a game changer if you're making a lot of content.
And finding background music is just as easy. You just search the library for a vibe, like epic for our story. Pick a track you like and drop it onto the timeline. Now here's the pro tip for audio. You have to adjust the volume. You want that music to be in the background, supporting the story, not fighting the narrator. So just pull that volume down until it sits nicely underneath the voice.
We're almost there. We're on the home stretch. We have the story, the visuals, the voice, the music. It's all there. Now, it's just time for those little finishing touches before we can send our creation out into the world.
The final polish is all about those small details that make a big difference. For example, if you have any text on the screen, you can change the font to match the whole vibe of your video. Once you're happy with how it all looks, you're ready to go.
And now for the grand finale. It's literally this simple. Pick your resolution, say 1080 or even 4K if you're feeling fancy, and then you hit that big, beautiful export button. The software does its thing, packages it all up, and boom, you have a video file ready to share.
So there you have it. We went from a single sentence to a full animated video in, what, just a few minutes? It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? Now that all these technical hurdles are just gone and making something like this is so easy, what kind of amazing, wild, incredible stories are we all going to start telling? I mean, the possibilities are just endless.